As the title mentioned, I'll be telling you the story of how I killed my best friend. But maybe we can start with how I met her first. I met Liz one night in a club. Hank, my bodyguard, was with me as usual. He stood a few feet behind where I was sitting on one of the bar stools, when Liz sat on the one next to mine with a smile. She started to ask me questions about myself, and I answered warily. But when she started making good jokes, my defenses broke a little. I wasn't really sure of her occupation though. I had already drunk enough to make me uninterested. Besides, I don't feel very comfortable asking questions. Little did I know, Liz was planted in my life to monitor my movement and to spy on me. And why would that be, you ask? Well, other than the fact that my father's a millionaire and I have at least one bodyguard around me at all times, nothing much. I learned later, the hard way, that Liz worked with a group of kidnappers and that they had set their sight on me and planned my kidnap months ago. To ask for multiple figure ransom money, no doubt. So this group of kidnappers, knowing it wouldn't be easy to get past my bodyguards or the security system around my house, decided to set up Liz in my life as part of their plan. Too bad I actually liked Liz. We moved together for some time before one day she invited me to a party. I obviously didn't think twice before agreeing to go. We were best friends by then. I got dressed in one of my favorite party dresses and we had fun. But don't let the start of the night fool you. Our cups were empty at some point, so Liz offered to get us a refill. When she came back, she tripped, rather pretended to trip, on the edge of the mat under my feet, and the cup she had extended towards me flew the short distance to my lap. My dress was wet with the drink, so I excused myself to the bathroom to get it cleaned up. I had no thoughts on my mind as I crossed the room into the hall where the bathroom was located just to my right. When I entered the bathroom and turned on the light, I found 3 hefty guys with guns pointed towards me. They seemed to have been waiting for me. The biggest of them told me that if I didn't cooperate, they were going to shoot, which left me not much choice. They walked me to a van outside after telling me to excuse the bodyguard and make sure he didn't follow us. In the van, they gave me a blindfold and instructed me to wear it, which I did. I felt us travel a very long distance, and my muscles ached from the terrified sitting position I couldn't change for what seemed to be a couple of hours. The ride was the perfect place for me to think how I was going to get out of this, and what led to me being here. At this point, I knew I was being kidnapped, but I didn't know what they would do to me, and I didn't know what they had done to Liz or any of the other people at her party, or how they had gotten there in the first place. When the van stopped, I heard the door open and felt arms around me as they shifted me into a standing position while pulling me out of the van. They walked me a short distance before I heard the door of a house open and felt the lighting change on my blindfold. They set me down in a chair before they tied me in it, to which I protested. I wasn't comfortable in that position, and the ropes were too tight. Not moving willingly made me so stressed, breathing got difficult, and I started having a panic attack. They had to inject something up my arm so that I wouldn't disturb them or draw attention to the house. I woke up a while after and noticed I could see around me. My blindfold had slid down my face. I quietly raised my head and noticed there was only one of them around me now. He was wearing a mask and was adjusting something in the chair he was sitting on right next to mine. His gun was within reach of my hands tied on the chair arms. I seized the opportunity of his guard being down and quickly grabbed his gun. I instructed him to set me free. I then ordered him to sit down in my chair and to tell me the best route for me to escape this place, while I tied him in the same position. I ran off, the guard's gun still in my hand, when I spotted the van right down my route. I looked back to see if anyone was following me to find one of the masked guards. It appeared to be a girl on first look, but I wasn't sure as I shot her as soon as I laid my eyes on her, terrified she would shoot me first. I ran towards her fallen body, trying to look for the van keys. When I removed the mask on the fallen guard's face, it turned out to be Liz. I shot my best friend before she shot me.